ladies and gentlemen, once again to another week of the Level Unlock podcast. It's a big one.
Oh, we're done after this. This is the last
It
episode.
is. This is a big
It's the
one, boys.
last
This
episode,
is
man.
been a nice run. It's been
no
fun
one's
while it
getting,
lasted.
No one's getting fired.
No,
Everyone's
we're not.
here.
Everyone
Yes.
is here.
So it's awesome.
I am here.
Welcome to the iconic and one and only episode 69
Nice.
of the Level Unlock podcast. Yes, you heard it here right.
Nice.
You heard right.
Nice.
Proud of
It's
you
funny
guys.
because it's a sex number.
Got him.
Wait. Oh, what?
You guys have stuck with us for a long time.
Wow.
Yes. Episode 69. The end of our amazing run as with the Level Unlock podcast. Only downhill from here, boys. So might as well end while we're on top. So let's make this a good episode, shall we?
Looking for the bottom. Sorry.
Got him.
I was waiting for someone.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you to everyone out there currently sitting at our 5,770 followers on Podbean. Just unheard of and
Jeez.
absolutely amazing. You guys are the absolute best, and we thank you for spending every Sunday or whenever you listen to this throughout the week with us here. If you want to be a part of the Level Unlocked Nation, the Lockpick Nation, you can do so at Level Unlocked Podcast. That's not the website. It is patreon.com/Level Unlock Podcast,
There we go.
where you can join us, help us grow the channel, even though we're ending after today, but you can still help us grow because you never know.
Level Unlocked Season 2 coming up.
Who knows what'll happen? So
The golden age arc.
Season.
Yeah. So the golden age is coming to you, but let's get into it, shall we, boys? Let's even though we're go around the horn.
today,
Start
so
with
you still
Mr. Schroeder. He kind of had a big weekend.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Weekend.
Hey, what's up,
How you
guys?
been? How you feeling? And what's up, dude?
Pretty good. It's been a bit of a crazy month, but staying busy. Actually, just got back from a camping trip not a few hours ago. We kayaked the course of about 40 miles. Probably about 50. Close to 20 each day. So we kayaked halfway and then camped and then finished, and it was lovely. We saw all kinds of nature, a lot of mud, a lot of falling in the mud,
Yeah.
actually.
Did you fall in the mud?
Yeah, but I didn't tip the
How many
kayak
times?
over at all.
That's good.
Someone else?
That might have happened.
May have happened.
That may have happened.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah,
Not confirm or deny these allegations.
right.
Nice.
But it was a good time. There was actually at one point there was like legitimately like 25 people with canoes, all in our group,
Wow.
just working our way down the river. It was pretty nuts.
That's
And,
awesome. That's so relaxing too. Just
It's very
chilling.
relaxing until you get to an island and you're the one in the front and you're just like dozed and daydreaming and just kind of just being lazy because you're in the
Taking
front. Yeah, you're just taking
Yeah.
in all of the nature because you worked really hard to get in front of everybody so you can stop while they catch up and just enjoy. And then that's when they all yell go left and you look to your right or you look to your left and you
They're all
have
going
about
that way.
2 seconds to move your ass because the water when it's going down the creek and it hits an island it shoots around the sides of the island, so if you're not sitting in the right place at the right time you're getting sucked down the other side. That happened.
Oh,
Kayaked by myself for a little bit. It was beautiful. It actually shot me out way in front of them, and like, so I'm going, and the group split up, and so a bunch of them are ahead, and then I just got split up from my group, so I'm paddling, and there was a lovely family. It was actually really nice going down that side of the river, because it's always gonna meet up, right? And but I get out, and apparently that motherfucker warp drove me through nature, because when I finally get to the big area where I can see them and them, I'm right directly in the center, and my eyes are bad, so I can't tell. Are those? Because dude, there was like 1 billion people out today kayaking. There really was. There was tons of people, so I didn't know if that was my group ahead of me or if that was my group behind me. So I just started paddling like crazy, and then I'm like, hark, what was that sound? And it was Aimrite yelling, pull over. Literally, these rivers are moving so fast that if you have to turn around and try to go up it, it's very difficult to do that. And of course, where he's telling me to go left is directly in front of me. Like, because of course, I can't seem to keep the kayak going in a straight line. It's constantly going sideways down the river. So
You're
it
drifting.
happened both times.
Perpetual water drift.
Yeah. Yep. But so it was nice though. It was a nice adventure. I got sunburn on my face right here. I don't know why I didn't get it over here because I was going sideways down the river. It all makes sense. That's why. You'd figure it would be the whole face. No, it's just the side that was constantly
In the sun.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, but it was fun.
That's funny.
I had a blast. I cannot wait to do it again, and I'm totally buying a kayak because Aimrite let me borrow his.
Do
I'm
it.
totally getting one.
Next
Oh,
time,
they're
if
nice.
I have a little bit more notice, I'm definitely coming with y'all.
Bro,
Two
I
of
know.
them.
He's like, I'm like, bro, I want to buy this off you. He's like, well, I don't have any problems with selling it to you, but since you've used it, you might want to think about getting like a bigger one, or like, do you really want this one, or do you want to look around first? I'm like, that's why you're the man.
That's
Yeah,
why you
no.
make the big bucks.
I
Yeah, I
read
had
I
a-
read at Potomac. Potomacs are nice.
And that's
Kayak.
company that makes kayaks.
Potomac, it's a company. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
send you the name.
Oh yeah, the idea of buying a brand new one is not. That's not gonna happen. But I will keep my eyes open for a nice used one.
So I think they're like 150.
Yeah, because
That's not
they're
bad.
usually like, well, they can go really high in price, but on
Mhm.
average, it appears most things in like mediocre professional, like not the cheap shit, but not the amazing stuff. It's almost everything's about $350.
Yeah, I've noticed that when I looked.
It depends.
Some
when
of
you go
them.
to Dick's. I worked at Dick's, so like there's times where you'll find hella good sales that are like 125, 50, 200. Like,
Man.
that's when I got mine at least. I got mine for 150. I got two of them for $300.
Right now, it may be a little rough just because of the time of the year.
You got to think of the
Mhm.
stipulations of the year though.
Yeah, that's true.
Water.
Yeah, that's very true. But that's awesome, though.
So
Yeah,
at the end of the season,
Oh, yeah.
that's usually when they want to get rid of them.
Yeah, but yeah, it was definitely a really good time. I can't wait to go again.
I can go kayaking for like a month and a half down the side of a mountain when the snow melts for like a day, and then the river's gone and it's all sand and rocks. So
I like how you said. I like how you said that you can go kayaking down the side of a mountain for like a month and a half to do it for a day, and then it turns into sand and dust.
hey, time here goes differently. Okay, there's no daylight savings time, so
Yeah, imagine what.
Different, but
Imagine if you had daylight savings time, man. You'd be in like
Yeah.
the past. You'd be like
Yeah.
13 years behind us.
it'd be interesting for sure. Yeah, kayaking that's a hidden gem if you can find some place around here. There is places. There is like oases and stuff up by Phoenix and shit. That you can go to and find little lakes, but they're all man-made lakes. But nevertheless, anything else, Schroeder?
I mean, other than that, not too much. I actually haven't been doing much gaming this week at all.
Yeah, it's
I've
a
been
good
staying busy
good
outside
relaxing
of that.
time.
Yeah, trying to.
Nice.
But
Now, what about you, Nate?
yeah, Nate, what have you been up to, dude?
yeah, are you done? Did you finish up?
Pretty much. Yeah, I haven't really done a whole lot other than that. Just kind of working around the house and did a couple odd jobs for Granddad, and I mean, other than that, not a
Granddad.
whole lot. Putts with the server a little bit, but
Okay.
the
Which
GTA
one?
server. Yeah,
What you doing on that?
I put some notes in the thing. The last stuff I've been working on.
Yeah, what was it last week? Like Monday or Tuesday? Like there was a decent amount of people on, wasn't there?
Yeah, we've
what I
been
thought.
getting little groups of them out at a time that are pretty
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah, I think that was like Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever. A bunch of people are on
Good. Yeah.
in GTA. Heck.
Yeah, I talked to a bunch of people about it at the camp trip too, because at one point we had like 26 people cruising down the river at a time. It was amazing. I got some dope pictures.
That's awesome.
Eagles, cheetah in the wilderness, all kinds of stuff. I didn't even know cheetahs were in there. Yeah.
You know, cheetahs are in this side of the country,
Oh
but
yeah, they're there. They're there. One was eating a bag of chips. I couldn't believe it.
Was it eating some Cheetos?
Surprisingly,
confirm?
no. He was eating Wegmans branded barbecue kettle chips.
Oh.
Yeah.
nice, nice.
See, that's a good choice. Good choice.
Right, let me
Yeah.
try a couple. It was pretty good, and then made a sound that
fucking
I
love it.
just was like, I'm done. You can have the rest of them. I don't want them. They're all yours, bro. For scurrying away.
Speaking of camping, there was a black bear in the middle of Erie. It's like you guys are in the wilderness. It's changing.
Yep.
Yeah.
A black bear
Yeah, it was
was?
on. Yeah, it was on 25th Street.
It's like right next to Mark's and Hayes' house.
Like in the middle of the city.
Black bears are no joke.
That's wild.
What a cool.
Yeah,
you
some-
know what? You're absolutely correct. That is wild.
Wasn't it was it last year or like 2 years ago that there was that black bear over at like right by work in that little
Oh yeah, there
little
was.
valley?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Last year, the Mike
Yeah.
saw it.
Yeah, someone took a picture of it.
Really?
Remember that?
There was a deer hanging out there yesterday. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dang.
Just laying down, chilling. Probably got hit by a car later, but you know,
Oh, I hope not.
be what it do, it do what it be.
Well, that area by Best Buy has way more woods. Like you go across the street, you have the whole wilderness behind Tinseltown and shit compared to fucking 25th
Or-
Street.
Yeah. Or even like right behind it on what is that, Hershey?
Yeah,
Not Hershey. Yeah.
yeah, all that open area going
Yeah.
towards Edinburgh.
You got all that.
Yes, so I can see a black bear being up there, but not in the fucking middle of downtown Erie. Do you know
Yeah.
how much like that person who found it in their backyard probably shit their pants when they opened the
Yeah.
door?
Apparently, it was climbed up into a tree. So like,
Really?
I'm curious how they found it. It was like, wow, walked outside, was out smoking a cigarette, like mowing their grass or some shit. They look up and they see a massive ass fucking bear. Like, I would
Not
shit
today.
myself.
And walked away.
It goes real assassination.
It's like, this mask isn't gonna help me here. Fuck out.
Dude, that would be some shit. Just fucking casually walking, some college kid. I just graduated, yeah. Fucking look up. Ah! Fucking run. Don't do that. If you're ever going against a bear, you don't run.
Yeah, you
Stand your
run
ground
at
and
him.
yell.
You
Yep.
run at him.
Yell
No,
as
that we
hard,
have-
fast.
We have we are not professionals, however. You do
No.
all of that at your own risk. Hopefully, you never have to put yourself in that situation where you need to attempt that. But that's
Exactly.
what I would do. Is I would.
Yep.
Wait, I thought you were supposed to play dead with bears.
That's if they're attacking you. But if they're
Yeah.
just like,
Ah.
"What up, dude?" If you
Yeah.
make yourself
Like, if
look
they're-
threatening, like if they're like, "Dude,
Yeah.
bro," like pretend you just took a bunch
Bro, I
of
don't
like
wanna
bath
mess up.
salts, a bunch of them,
Or just take a bunch of bath salts.
That works too.
and then just
What could go
wrestle it.
wrong?
You just
Yeah,
wrestle
no,
a
they-
bear.
Like if it's
Smoke a
running
little
towards
fentanyl.
you, you're supposed to run towards it. And like, ah! And like scream at the top of your lungs.
Now,
And it's supposed to run away.
so more like Highlander,
Make
and less
yourself
like,
big.
Yeah.
like Baywatch.
My
Yeah.
grandfather has a camp up in the Warren area, so almost the kind of area that you were in, the Kane Warren area, Kenzu, and like 10 minutes after being there, our shit wasn't even unpacked. Just a huge
Or
ass
just
black
take a
bear
bunch of
walking
bath
up the road.
No joke.
Everyone's like, "Hey, get inside, get inside!" My mom was freaking out.
That's enough of
Yeah, and
this.
then natives that are there are just like, oh, okay.
Damn
And
it, another
then you
bear.
look at then you look at Russia. You look at Russia and you just see videos of just people just going up to bears.
Yeah,
and
they
being
don't
like,
have
"So, dude."
dogs. They have bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just like sit down. They're sitting at a bench. A bear walks up to them. Dude starts feeding him an apple,
The
and the
house-
bear's
yeah.
being super gentle about grabbing the apple.
The house
And then
cat
it-
is a liger.
Went into the woods like across from the camp, and I kept trying to get my family to go on hikes in that area, but no one would. Damn.
Yeah, because there's a fucking bear there.
Perfect
A
campsite.
bear
over here,
was
honey.
sighted.
Like, hey, I just want to take a stroll. But like, there's plenty more paths. But I think this path will be best. What the fuck's going on with our stream?
Yeah, what's happening?
Going all crazy.
It's our power
James
level.
Is
left and came back.
It's just super
Yeah, you
high.
left.
Oh
and came
no,
back.
that was just my shit was acting weird. I
gotcha.
I just turned off my camera, turned it back on.
Okay. Anything else, Shruds? No?
No, man,
Nate, how about
really.
you, man?
Nothing really. I bought myself a new toy, but I'll talk about that in a second. Played some For Honor with James up here.
Yeah, he
That's
did.
been fun. That honestly, we did really fucking well.
We
To
did for a
hop back
guy
into that game,
who hasn't played it since before launch.
right?
I think I
like-
did pretty well.
No, yeah, we annihilated pretty hard. Like we only lost like 3 out of our like 8 games we had played. I want to say, and when it was 2v2, we lost the Dominion pretty hard.
Oh yeah,
because,
that was
let's be
rough.
honest, I think we weren't great, but our team was worse than us. The ones we had won, we all did really well. But other than that, I played Siege. I'm like 60, 70% through my new game plus Code Vein. So I've almost finished with that. Finally got through the fucking Cathedral. The Cathedral is my least favorite map about that. That's my least favorite thing about that game. I hate that map. Other than that, the thing I was talking to you guys earlier. Does anyone? Fuck.
Jesus
Exactly.
Christ.
You are a mess right now.
mean,
Bring
I
it
really
together,
fucking
man.
wreck.
Pretty fast. Like
You
I'm
are a fucking
fine,
wreck.
but-
You know,
Welcome to
there's
the
no
Level
laws
Unlocked
when you're drinking
podcast.
claws, but there's laws during the
Oh, you got a
podcast.
Pixel 3A?
I did.
3XLA?
They are on a retardedly.
Yeah,
good
they're
sale.
on a really good sale.
The sale these guys are on. Like, if anyone's looking for a phone, I know that Schroeder just got one, but like Mark, if you're looking for a phone and you don't want to spend money, this is on a dumb good sale. And
Very nice. How much?
About I think they're $270.
Ooh,
Is that for the 64 or 120? That's probably a 64, right?
64.
Hmm.
Okay.
still more than what I have. I have a Pixel too.
Yeah, my stuff's mainly cloud, so I don't really care. Yeah, no, I've been playing with this, and I decided to get this purely due to the fact that me and one of my coworkers, everyone here knows who Dom is, but we've always been talking about this because every now and then I'll be like, "Well, I'm thinking about going to Android." He's like, "Nah, get the fuck out of here. You're not actually gonna do it," and he's right. My daily driver is still gonna be my iPhone, just because I like iPhone. However, I really, really wanted something I could fuck with and like play with and that is malleable. That's the wording I'm looking for.
I know that
But,
seems pretty sturdy to me.
something I can kind of make my own, and I don't want to jailbreak these guys because I want this to be what it's supposed to be. And this guy, I'm gonna fully take advantage of. And Trevor told me how I can do like a bunch of different things with it because like he's a person that like knows a lot and he's done a lot of like routing and shit. Like he knows all that stuff. But the other thing I was really looking into is I'm going to start learning how to do like apps and shit. I want to start like trying to figure out how to like do developing. And I was playing with a lot of the features today, and I was learning how to like kind of see how all the boxes fit into each other. And I don't remember what the actual thing was called, but like it pulled up all the lines that are actually in your phone and how everything kind of fits with itself. It's so interesting. And then
That developer mode's pretty neat.
it's a lot. there's a lot in there that I wasn't prepared for. But I
You
wanna
want a
start,
good
like,
time?
messing with apps.
You wanna induce epileptic shock? Turn on the feature where the screen flashes every time
Yeah,
the screen updates.
I think it shows screen updates if I
Yeah.
remember correctly. That's
Yeah, it just flashes. It's like a strobe light.
Jesus. So yeah, like I was looking into that, and then like I was playing around and I found like how to see what the stuff's gonna look like if you have a notch or a tall notch or a hole punch.
Mhm.
Like that's so neat. Like this probably really is an interesting content, but like, I think it's so cool. And that's the one reason I've been consistently saying like I want an Android. I need to get an Android to play with. And another thing is Schroeder's idea had popped into my head. I probably spent a little bit more than I had to for this, but like that's only a small feature. I'm going to use this to entirely run like when I start streaming again. This is going to be everything. This is going to run all that little shit. 'Cause, like, I
Nice.
need to ask
Very
you
handy.
exactly how you're doing all that and what the app is and all that stuff. But
Okay.
we'll get into that later because I need to learn that shit. But yeah,
Easy
I've been
Just the
playing with this.
Streamlabs controller, right?
Yep.
There's
Streamlabs
that, but I
controller.
need to learn that emotes thing that he was talking about.
Oh.
How the Stream Deck kind of thing.
Oh, you'll be just download the
Yeah.
Streamlabs controller. You'll look at it and be like, oh,
This is the same.
this is the same thing. You'll figure it out. I promise you. I don't need to just do it, and you'll be like, oh, this is silly. This is really easy.
See, I downloaded that on here, but I don't know. Maybe it's like easier on Android. I don't know. Other than that,
It's
yeah, I'm
super
gonna start
easy.
learning how to like make apps and stuff because apparently I had learned that Androids and iPhones are all based on some kind of Linux, or iPhones are more or less usually Unix, and that Androids are like all like Java based from what I had heard. And apparently it's not that hard. It's a good starting point to start learning how to do all that good stuff. Mark probably knows way more about that shit than I'm probably saying things wrong. I don't know, but no, like I want to learn how to build apps, and that's one of the main reasons I had gotten this. Is I think it's a good place for me to kind of putz around, for lack of a better word. Yeah.
Been hanging out with
yeah.
me too long.
Fucking. Other than that, man, I have not been doing a lot. As I said, For Honor's been a lot of fun. Even though we played one night, like we did a lot. We played a lot of matches that night.
We
It was
did.
a really good time.
Yeah,
I
we
heavily recommend. Like it's $3. I recommend you guys get it. What the fuck are you doing, Walker?
Taking
We
selfies.
can't hear you, but you're looking fucking wild over there.
he's goddamn crying.
I am.
Basically.
Don't mind me.
All right. Anyhow.
No, because you're distracting the class.
Sorry. I'm trying to find something.
Like I keep trying to talk, and like out of the corner of my eye, I see
You
this man
dick.
like, popping his eyes out of his head. Like, oh my. All right. Anyhow. Yeah, I've just been kind of hanging out. I bought a new chair that should be here between this coming week and August because I bought a pricey chair. Here's the reason I had bought a pricey chair. I wasn't going to.
You bought one of those Omegas?
I bought a Titan XL, but I'll get to how I got there. I was gonna get an Omega, then I'm like, well, there's the Titan. Then I looked at the Titan, I'm like, well, there's the XL, and I'm like, fuck. But I'll tell you how I got to this logic. Is I had bought a chair. I'd bought a chair from work. It was an Arazi chair. I was so far past displeased, and there were so many things wrong with it. I was missing a screw. I couldn't finish putting it together properly. I sat on it. It tilted to the left. It felt like I was going to fall out of the chair. There were just a slew of problems. And it felt like I was sitting on cardboard. It was terrible. It was a bad time. So, I spent X amount there. It was low. It was a cheap chair. Can you stop setting off fireworks?
Oh no, I hear
It's
it too.
Memorial Day.
No, it's
It's
not
not
Memorial
yet.
Day yet.
I got 2.5. I got an hour and a half. But anyway, yeah, I went to the low end of chairs, and I'm like, all right, I should be fine. Like, all the chairs are pretty much the same. Boy, was I wrong.
I mean, I don't think that's the low end of chairs. I mean, you could have used like I don't know, one of those shitty plastic ones for like
I went to the low
outdoor
end
use.
of racer chairs,
There we go.
and as I had previously stated, boy, was I wrong. So, I'm looking. I spent about 3 hours researching, and I'd say about almost 4 hours because I put it together, took it apart, got really mad, sat on my floor, had talked to my girlfriend a little bit because I got really mad, so I needed something to, like get my mind off of it. And then I watched Failure to Launch, which I mind you, if you haven't seen that movie, great movie. Failure to Launch is fantastic. It's McConaughey, Bradley Cooper, and Doug from The Hangover. I never remember his name, but he's great too.
Zach
that's a good movie.
Galifianakis.
No, I just said Doug.
Oh, whatever. That's close enough.
They are two abstractly different characters. Anyway, but yeah, that was a great movie. So I finished watching that, looked at my phone, started looking at chairs. I said, why am I looking at this on my phone? I got on the computer, I used both of my monitors. I looked at videos on my main monitor, scrolled through a bunch of pages on this monitor, and I just searched for like a couple hours. And then I landed on Secret Labs because I was going to get a Noble chair. I was like, Noble seems really dope. I like them. They're from the UK. They're super cool looking. They have like this really dope diamond stitching. And then I watched a video and I'm like, that seems a little short. I want something tall. I want something that's like I sit in and I'm in a fucking throne type shit. All right. So, and then after watching a couple of videos, talking to a couple people who own Secret Labs, I decided, all right, I'm going to get a Secret Labs chair. Because if I'm going to get a chair, I don't want to have to get a new one in 2 or 3 years. I want this bitch to last me 5, 6, 7 years if possible.
You want to die in this chair.
I want to die in this fucking chair. I'm not getting any taller. Theoretically speaking, because technically I could just spurt before 25, but that's unlikely.
It won't happen, trust me.
It's still technically a genetic possibility. My father had grown at 23. My father had grown another 3 inches. My father's a tall man.
And an extra nipple.
I hope that doesn't. I don't need the Triforce on my chest, but what had happened is, nice, good.
She's so cute.
She just got Whitney. I guess she's a cool character in a game, on Animal Crossing. Anyhow, I'm glad you're excited. Anyway, what had happened was, I sat there, I watched a couple of videos, I looked at the Titan versus the Titan XL, and I'm like, I could just get the Titan, I should be fine. And then my buddy is like, I have the Titan, my head fits on there just perfectly. I'm like, I don't want that. I want room for error. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna spend the extra $30. I'm gonna get the XL. Because at this point, what's an extra $30? The Titan itself is pricey. The XL is $30 more. I don't really want to get into the pricing in the World Wide Web because I don't want to sound like that guy. So I'm just not going to talk about it. If you want to check it out and you want to see what it costs, go look at it.
Hashtag humble flex.
I try, Mike. You know, but it's not a cheap date. So I sit there, I contemplate for about an hour and a half, looking at just this chair, going through tons of videos, and it turns out to be the chair I want. So
Quick
now,
question: is it less than $1,000?
oh yeah.
Okay, that was the question I was wondering.
No, I don't think I could ever fathom spending the price of my computer setup on a chair.
Because like the Walker sitting in, I know is new around like $1,300.
Wait,
like I was looking into those because they're posture. Yeah, he has a Herman Miller chair, which is like a professional posture chair.
Yeah,
they're like
really
$1,400 chairs new. So you pretty much have to get them used if you want to spend less than $1,000.
There was someone I was watching that someone had it's this British dude who was actually reviewing the lower model, the Titan of what I was getting, and someone recommended get a Herman Miller chair. It's the greatest posture chair, and he's like, "Why the fuck would I ever pay $1,300 for a fucking chair?" He used quite a few other choice words in there, but he was not happy about it that someone's told him to get this expensive chair. So, you know, just because the question's out there, it was plus 400. So it's not that bad, but like, huh? Yeah, he knows the price.
I know the price of it.
Yeah. I got the cookies and cream edition of the Titan XL, and it looks like a beautiful chair. I'm very excited. My biggest thing, the reason I took so long, and I've been droning on about a chair for a while, so sorry if this isn't entertaining for anybody, but it's part of my week, so I'm talking about it. My biggest thing for the chair was, in this one, my neck hurts a lot, and I have to sit up and hunch over like this. I need something that can keep me straight, and if I want to lean back, I can lean and not have my head go on this fucking angle because it hurts. So I need something that like takes my head and I can just lean back and it's right there for me. So the XL, our buddy Trevor, everyone here knows Trevor, he has the Titan and it fits him just perfectly. And he's about 2.5 inches shorter than I am. And the chair that I'm getting, and not this, I don't know if I'm pointing at this, but it fits up to 6'10", I believe. Almost perfectly 6'10". It's a little bit lower on the 6'10" area. But where I'm going to be sitting, this is going to go to probably about here on me. And that's exactly where I had wanted it. Because I want to be able to fucking crank my shit back while I'm trying to watch some movies or something on here. Because I actually don't use my TV all that much, surprisingly enough, which is why I'm kind of looking at getting rid of my TV and getting a slightly smaller one, because I don't need that taking up all that space. But anyhow, I want to be able to just listen and relax in this chair.
Just don't break it and Spartan kick the top off of it because you're pissed that it broke, like I did.
I don't think I could ever fathomably do that to something that costs me this much. And I mind you, I'm not a very wealthy man, so I only
My
got this
wife
chair
wasn't happy.
because I only got this chair because Secret Labs has a firm, which is kind of like credit, but it's way less intrusive. It's just pay as you go, which is pretty dope.
That works.
So like I'm able to do this for over the course of 6 months and pay a little bit over time. Because I don't think I could ever rationally drop X amount on a chair right then and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I did this week. I
Can't
spent a
even
lot of
sit
time
in.
looking at it. Yeah, something I can't sit in yet for at least
Who
this
knows
next
how
coming
long.
week or August. Because apparently what me and Trevor had landed on is it's not really in pre-order, but the fact that they're doing it in waves, the assumption is they probably had to stop like production. So let's get these out, cut it, then let's have another wave. As soon as that wave's finished, we'll make them and then send them out, kind of thing. Because obviously Dave had to have it. But yeah, that's my week. Someone else go. I droned on for a while.
No, you're good. Yeah, my wife wasn't happy. She's like, you know how much I spent on that chair? Like, well, it's not my fault it fucking broke. What else was to do with it? And she's like, fix it. No, I
You
Spartan
broke it
kicked that
more.
bitch. I straight Spartan kicked that bitch, the backward off it. I stood up, fuck you, chair! Boom! Fucking kicked the whole
chair.
I
You
wasn't
showed
happy.
it.
I wasn't happy.
Eat dick, chair.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that'll
I'm the
show 'em.
king.
How fucking dare you break.
Yeah, fuck that chair.
Fuck that.
I'll go really quick if that's cool. I don't got much.
Yeah.
I guess.
What
Bitch.
canceled on you this week?
Actually, surprisingly, nothing. We did today rebook Hawaii, so that's good. So that's
Nice.
back in motion. Still waiting on to be able to reschedule Havasu Falls. They're doing 1 day at a time. Mine's not until the 23rd, but they're only rescheduling 9 days beforehand. It's like people come from all over the country to go to these falls. Yeah, they're only doing 9 days in advance. Like how pissed
Yeah,
are people?
Fucked.
Like there's people that talk about how they're coming from Maine.
Jeez.
It's like how
That's really fucked.
like how mad would you be? Like, hey, yeah, I'm coming from Maine. I got 9 days to try to figure out if I'm going to this place or not. That's unreal. So Hawaii's back in motion.
Nice.
So that's always a plus. Mr. Jeffrey Ryan, our Patreon, he messaged our Facebook account. So he was up in Michigan. He's on a peninsula, and he saw a bridge, and he stopped and took a picture. And this is on the bridge.
What?
It says Captain
That's
Geach.
cool.
He was like, "You didn't happen to be in Michigan,
That's dope.
were you?" I was like, "No, why?" And I saw it. I was like, "That's fucking awesome." He's on the chat right now. You too, man. By the way, if you're not on anymore, have a good Memorial Day. Thank you for being a part of this,
Yeah.
part of the stream, part of the podcast, man. The inaugural Patreon. So thank you very much. If you're still here, man. And other than that, me and Mark played a decent amount of Apex Legends. We got second like 5 times so far. So
Yeah.
we're getting there.
Getting
What?
there. It's just really disappointing.
Yeah,
So so
sometimes-
close so many times.
Yep. If anybody wants to join, be the third. Oh, and he said he's cool with the Patreon names, whatever you want. He says he'll keep pondering though if he thinks of one. The lock pickers and everything. I just saw it. I just read his comment.
Nation.
So, he also said that next time we play Sea of Thieves to message him. So he's down the
Hell
he's
yeah.
down to play.
We also
shit.
did play that this week.
Yeah, we did. Oh my god, dude, that was such
Yeah,
a
we're glad,
fucking
Didn't tell me.
glad that nobody joined us.
yeah. No, it was a fucking shit show. It was
It was brutal.
It was fucking bad. It was remember when we played James and we lost all of our shit.
Yeah.
Like that happened to me and Mark like
yeah, and
4
I wanted
times.
to punch my fucking TV.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like every
Exactly.
time we got to a new ship, we would just run into somebody, and then we would get
Oh.
PvP'd like immediately, and then our ship would just
Ooh.
sink, and it was like,
Yeah.
okay, this was fun. I think we're done here.
Yeah, we fucking
think-
fought like 2-3 ghost ships, got all the loot from it, and then someone came up and fucking just annihilated our ship, sunk it.
I think they should. I think they should add like PVE server where it's all you do is just fight. Kind of like with
Skeletons and
MMOs
shit?
where you fight that like there's other people running around, but like you can't unless like you say, "Hey, I want to fight you," and the other person goes, "Yeah, sure, let's fight."
In a
Yeah,
game
that
like
was-
that, I feel like a handshake PvP should kind of be a thing, or at least there should be
Yeah.
separate servers.
Yeah, and we were just casually playing too, and this fucking boat just literally, like out of nowhere, just rolled up on us and just fucking annihilated our ship.
Yeah, we
And
thought
then-
it was a ghost ship for a while, and then they just kept coming.
Yeah, it was fucking. Yeah, I think our boat, like 3 different instances, it was just like, okay, this is fucking stupid. Like, yeah, I think we're done for the night. I was like, yep. So yeah, that was rough. That was probably the worst time that we've had. Because usually me and Mark, when like we've had some fucking really good loot nights. Same with me and you, James. Yeah, that was probably the shittiest out of all of them.
Mhm.
But
Definitely.
played more Final Fantasy. Didn't stream it though. I just sat downstairs on Friday and played it.
Okay, so where are you in it?
I just fell through the sky into the church.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
I've only played it. This is only the 4th time I played it, if that. Yeah, I'm fucking
I
behind.
think you've watched my stream longer than you've actually played the game.
Yeah, I really have, and I don't know why.
The game
But-
that you've been super hyped for.
Yeah, and I'm
For
really disappointed in
years.
myself. I really am. I'm really disappointed in my life for not doing that.
You
But
got
I
it,
love the
man.
game. What'd you say, Shreds?
Says you got it, man. You just gotta be like Nike and just do it.
I know, right? Yeah, I need to. I was gonna play it last night, but then we got sucked into Apex, and then me trying to fucking play other games didn't end up pondering out. So I'm just like, fuck, I'm gonna watch Big Bang Theory. Oh, I've been watching that.
I'm sorry.
Why I picked that show, I have no idea. But that's pretty much my
Resume
week. Nothing too special. Work tomorrow, and hopefully it's slow as shit because no one realizes we're open. So, knock on wood. Mark, how about you, man?
My week hasn't been too crazy. Just working a bunch. I played some Animal Crossing. Was able to
So-
box in one of my villagers that pissed me off,
Nice.
so they don't have to talk to me.
Which villager?
Her name is like Hipcrux or something.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I don't know. She's a bitch, so she got fenced into her house, and I hope she leaves soon. But we'll
Why
see
don't
when
you-
that happens.
You could just tell Isabel that you don't like her.
Yeah, it just resets them. It doesn't do anything.
Okay. I didn't
Yeah,
know
like it just resets their personality traits or whatever. So
Ah.
they'll still be there. You just kind of have to ignore them, and they'll eventually leave.
What are those-
Supposedly.
He's gotten
Things you-
such a bad taste in his mouth over this fucking bitch that he doesn't even want her on the island. We can reprogram her, but no. He's
No,
got that
memories
rose
are
back
still
over
there.
Trump's wall.
I'd rather have the land, you know. Like we need a new villager instead of this hippo cow.
You gonna spend $1,000 to get Raymond?
No,
You gonna buy Raymond off of eBay?
I remember reading about that.
Yeah. And now
What are those
everyone hates
things?
him.
That you can buy on Sunday mornings?
Turnips.
Turnips?
Turnips. Oh yeah. My
Oh.
wife wanted me to yell
Oh.
at you. He was like, "Where the fuck is James at? Why can't I buy any turnips?" It was like an hour ago. It's like he told you have to do it in the morning. And he was
Yeah.
like, "Well, what the fuck, James?" I was like,
5 a.m. to noon. To noon.
So
Yo, I
just-
bought my turnips about 300. I think it was like 341,000
Jesus.
bells
Jesus.
worth.
You guys are exploiting the system somehow, aren't you?
No, man, I'm not exploiting. I'm not exploiting the system. I'm playing the stock market.
It's a feature in
There
the
you
game.
yeah. Yeah, she
Yo,
was like,
all
"What the
I'm
fuck,
saying
James?"
is, if they didn't want me to exploit it, they shouldn't have put it in.
Exactly.
It's just like the fruit or smuggling.
Yeah.
It's just
That's
like the
true.
fruit smuggling.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yes.
I cut you off.
Been playing a shit ton of Animal Crossing because that takes up time. I also
Mark,
picked
did you
up a
get all
hand.
Did you get all the stamps?
I haven't.
the,
I haven't done that at all.
Oh, all you do is just go into each exhibit, and well, other than the art museum part, and then there's like 3 stamps, and you get some stuff.
Gotcha.
It's easy. It took me like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I just haven't really had the time to do it, to be honest. I've been doing that. I picked up a few different games to also, play in this time that we're stuck inside. I played a game called I Hate Running Backwards, where it's a hell shooter that is
Oh.
kind of serious Sam based.
Oh.
There's enemies and bosses and all that sort of shit, and you gotta kill them before they kill you, and you're stuck running backwards the entire time.
Just like
Um,
real life.
Yeah, I got it on Steam on sale. I think it was like $1 or $2, and it's pretty good for, picking up and playing for 15, 20 minutes or however long. I also picked up Deep Rock Galactic and played that for a few hours. It's definitely not bad. I want to
Yeah,
get
looked
back
fun.
into it.
Looked really a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
it looks like a phenomenal game. Like I've played it, and it's definitely fun the little bit that I've played, but I feel like there's a lot more that I still have to explore. So like there's a lot of like, how do I put it? Pretty much all that I've done is just like gone into a mission, and it's like, all right, find this resource, and you go through a randomly generated cave system, and you find whatever resource you're trying to get, and then you're getting attacked by like, I don't even really know what they are. They're kind of like spiders. They're like the things from Starship Troopers, like those kind of things.
Oh,
the
yeah.
fucking crawly ass dudes,
Yeah.
or the guys with big feet that just fucking go everywhere. You know what I'm talking about? Or the big bugs. They kind of look like that. But it has a really cool balance between action and mining and like exploration. It's really entertaining, at least in that aspect. But I just have to play it a bit more to get more of a solid review behind it.
Mhm.
I'm playing some Rocket League, and then I also played a game called Warface today. Which
Oh,
was,
I saw you were playing that.
That is how is that?
What do you think of Warface?
Yeah.
it would be great if we had a group of us playing it.
Okay.
My biggest issue is that you can't go through like the single player or campaign or anything like that by yourself. You have to have a group of people to play with. So
Okay.
you automatically get match made with other people, and I haven't had any problems finding matches. But there are people that are really good at this game that just rip through it. So
I had tried that on PlayStation because it was there.
Yeah, same.
That's on like everything, and it looks like it'd be a lot of fun. But I had the same issue. Is like no issue finding matches, but like either people were just absurdly good, or the multiplayer I just got dunked on every time.
Yep.
the gunplay plays really nice. The gameplay was really fun. It was just the players getting, or me getting dunked on pretty much all the time, but I was able to keep up for the most part. I got into
Nice.
like second or third pretty much every time I played, so I was happy at least.
Oh yeah.
I feel as a group it would definitely be something fun to play. Like,
Oh yeah. It's free,
we
isn't
could
it?
yeah, it's free, and then we can get private matches for ourselves, no problem. By
Yeah.
Crytek, and whatever company took it over after that, I don't exactly remember, but would recommend taking a look into it if you're into tactical first-person shooters.
Hell yeah. And we'll probably,
I'll
be down for
I'll
something.
probably
like that.
download it after this.
Yeah, me too. It's not that big, is it?
I think it was 26 gigs on
It's
PC.
not bad.
Not bad.
For a shooter nowadays. That's not bad at all.
Yeah,
What's
and you
the
got
most
like
saying
Spec
again?
Ops. You have like Spec Ops, but shit ton of multiplayer matches, a battle royale. There's a lot of content in there for being free.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my week. More than I ever talk.
Word.
may,
That's good.
sir.
And last but not least, nobody's else left. Okay, let's move on.
All right, let's move on to the news.
I'm just kidding. I love you, James. What's up, man? What's new? How you feeling? How's your wife and kids?
Wife and kids still don't exist.
Good.
I bought a weed whacker today, so that was cool.
Oh, neat.
Oh,
Adulting.
Yeah, gonna do some weed whacking one of these days. I bought some mulch.
Mulch.
Gonna be gardening here. Planting some plants. Fuck Epic Games with a burning passion
why is
making
that?
Civilization 6 free. The addiction is back. The civilization bug is back in me. I think I need
Have
to
you
go to
played it?
rehab. Yeah. Yeah, I played it. I played a healthy amount of it today and last night. And it's good. I like it a lot. Streamed Final Fantasy today. Final Fantasy 7.
You gotta be almost done with that game.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty damn close. So, here's a little story. So, I'm getting closer to the end. And a few of my friends who have already beaten the game are constantly asking me, "Hey man, where you at? Where you at in it?" One friend of mine, Ramon, as you guys may know,
Patron.
was like, "Hey, where are you at?" I'm like, "Oh, I just entered the Shinra building." All right. And then he takes a long sigh. "Let me tell you about Sephiroth." And I go, "Okay." And he goes on to explain to me why the last two bosses of the game are bullshit, and they are the toughest fights in the game, which is understandable. And I'm like, "Okay, can you give me a few tips?"
Don't die.
I'll text you some tips when I get done with work. Okay. I then get, later on in that evening, I get what I would presume a novella size text message of strategies and layouts and
Thorough.
what you need to do and how you beat these bosses.
That's why he had to wait until after work.
Yeah. This dude probably spent a solid 15 to 20 minutes texting me this. Just typing up the text message.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
And I look at it, and my only response was, "Fuck."
Fucking what?
I've just been put K. Like, what the fuck?
Okay.
K. I
Nice.
literally just sent you 15 paragraphs and I get a K.
Nice.
So
I can honestly see myself doing that. What?
he's making
Wow.
fun of me because Cloud's my healer.
What?
He's making fun of that. I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, I'd make fun of you for that too.
I've already made that I'm sticking with it. Cloud is the healer,
Stick to
and
your
he's gonna be the
guns.
healer until I get Aerith back.
It's like Barrett's the short range guy. Like, that's where you.
Hey man, you can get some of the weapons you get. One of them is the wrecking ball, and it's a melee weapon.